At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your four-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
the Berkeley County Health Department, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, CMA Honda, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Smallwood and Small Insurance, and WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Martinsburg High School as we get you set for Martinsburg and Wheeling Park as the 10-10 Martinsburg Bulldogs take on the 13-8 Wheeling Park Patriots. I'll now welcome in my broadcast partner, Spencer Dupuis. And Spencer, the final game of the regular season for both of these teams getting ready for sectional play. And obviously, this Wheeling Park team nearly pulled off an upset over Morgantown, only losing by 11 and had it pretty close throughout. So it'll be a good challenge for the Bulldogs tonight. And Martinsburg has been on a win streak.
Yeah, definitely. And it really goes back to like 3 or 4 weeks ago. We've been discussing it at length here between these games and on the Sports Mix. It really is just like a tale of two halves of the season. I mean, Martinsburg really didn't get to start early because they had their initial games postponed or canceled at the time. Well, they were postponed at the time, pushed back. Unfortunately, they did get canceled. Their first games were down at the end of December, Christmas week there, right before Christmas at the Hilton Head Island tournament. And they went 1-2 in that, losing or winning only on the final day. And it kind of, we've talked about it at length this season. It was more of, at the time you had 3 or 4 guys that were coming off football season just winning the state championship back on December 3rd. And obviously it takes time for teams to meld together. In this team, it took a lot of time for them to meld together this year.
And it wasn't a great performance for the Bulldogs in the last win over Broadford and Christian Academy. Martinsburg shot 36% from the floor, did make free throws though, 13 of 19, which has been an issue for the team. 32% from 3 in that ball game, 6 of 19. Were led by a few different guys. Jaron Atkins, had 13, 10 for Avion Blackwood, 10 for Luke Fowler. In the Dogs' last game, several guys that had 7 and 6 rebounds. Kamari Dow had 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. But really, that was a sloppy game against Broad Fording Christian Academy, who has just one win on the season. And it wasn't the type of performance you want, Spencer. And Coach Dave Rogers was pretty disappointed with his team when I spoke with him about it. So how do you think they kind of now take some practice time heading into this game? Because you need a good performance. Even if you don't win against Wheeling Park, I mean, that would drop you to a losing record on the regular season, which you don't want, obviously. But you need to have a good performance today to have confidence heading into Spring Mills next week.
Yeah, and it definitely was not a great game on Monday, all the way back to Monday. And it was really just, they couldn't key in on the main player there for Broad Fording Christian Academy, who had 30 points, I believe, 30-plus points.
32
points for Silva in a game in which he got hurt. And it kind of looked bad if you just looked at the score, because Broad Fording Christian Academy came back to the Panhandle the next day, played at Hedgesville, and Hedgesville, after a kind of slow start, Hedgesville really put them away early. But once you get into kind of the depths of it, you did notice, Silva wasn't there Tuesday. He was there Monday. So they just couldn't key in on the best player on Broad Fording's team.
Yeah, maybe got a little bit caught up with the records as well. Broad Fording being a disappointing now 1-17 on the year, and obviously Martinsburg was feeling pretty good about themselves, right? I mean, you have a win over Hedgesville. You get some good wins over Musselman in overtime. So they're confident, and maybe they felt like it would be an easy win, but obviously Broad Fording made them work for that one, which is also a good thing, Spencer, is that they had a challenge that game to kind of be like, hey, we got to be ready to play every single night no matter who we're playing.
Yeah, definitely. And, this is going to be a tough challenge. And Coach Rogers, kind of smart when they scheduled this game, because it's going to be a tough sectional and regional if they're able to make it to the regions. But you always like to finish the season with a tough team, because it makes your team stronger heading into the postseason.
And a guy that's been playing well for the Bulldogs, Aiden Jackson. You go back to that Hedgesville victory. Jackson had a double-double with 22 points, 11 rebounds, but he will be out tonight with a shoulder injury, I believe it is. So that's a big loss for the Dogs down low, because an advantage they have is the size tonight, and we'll only really have Jess Sutherland in that post rotation. Both guys have played well, but that limits you, especially if Sutherland were to get into foul trouble.
Yeah, and if you're watching on TV 10, you can see right below the basket there, Aiden Jackson in the sling with his shoulder, it appears, Nick. So obviously a tough player to not have tonight. We'll talk about it later. I've got some guys that got to step up tonight.
All right, well, we'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast, and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
Before the invitations and the dress, the flowers, cake, candles, or vows, there was an answer to a question proposed with a ring.
Bechtel Jewelers knows that an important part of your wedding happens before the I-dos. We're a diamond store with an engagement and bridal jewelry selection that's both exciting and accessible.
On the big day, there's everything else, and there's the ring. Make sure you get this one right at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center, 400 West Stevens Street, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
We welcome you back to Martinsburg High School here on the Johnny's Express Tip-Off Show. Johnny's has all of your game day food and drink needs, and if you need a way to serve it all up, they got you covered. That's Johnny's Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. We'll now go to our coaches' interviews portion of the pregame show. We'll start with Wheeling Park. Head coach of Wheeling Park, Michael Jebbia. Coach, so far been a successful season for you guys at 13-8 heading in. What have you seen out of your team so far that you liked?
Well, we've showed great growth here over the last month. We started the season 0-3. We had a young team. We only had 2 players back with varsity experience. So as the season's progressed, we've started to play much better. We were on a 7-game winning streak up until the Morgantown game Wednesday night. Played them really tough. They pulled away in the fourth quarter. They're the top team in the state. But our guys have come along each and every game, and we're excited about a tough test tonight.
How much confidence did that Morgantown game give you? Only losing by, I believe, is 11 points, and like you said, it was a pretty close game throughout. Do you think that helps your team heading into sectional play?
I think so. To play Morgantown and Martinsburg heading into sectional play will only help us. We played extremely well in the game Morgantown at home. Actually had the lead by a few points in the third, and they hit a big shot at the end of third and then went on a run. But we're so familiar with them. Our kids know them well. We have been able to play them well, but the margin of error against Morgantown is it's minimal. So you got to make key plays, and they're very good.
Brett Phillips has led you guys so far in scoring and rebounding. What does he bring to the team as a junior that's really stepped up for you?
Yeah, he's a wiry type kid. He's tough, quarterback of the football team. He'll drive it in there. He'll score to get to the foul line. He's have 100 makes at the free throw line. So he'll drive it in there. He'll get to the line. He's been pretty steady, around 17 points a game, and rebounds it well for 6'1", 6'2". But just an energy guy that plays hard and the leader of our team.
Martinsburg coming in at 10-10. Not the typical record you see for them, but a very solid team. What does this game do for you? I guess what's the team's approach heading in? Because obviously this isn't a sectional or a conference game, and it's right before sectionals. So kind of what's your approach heading into this?
Well, I think all the teams over here are pretty good this year. Jefferson might be a notch above, but I think they're all pretty even and pretty solid. So, and of course, just Martinsburg's tradition of athletes they've had over the years. Our kids know about Martinsburg. They're well respected, obviously, throughout the state. So I think playing this type of team before our postseason and sectional will help us.
What will be some keys for you guys to get the win?
Well, I think we got to get back on defense. We got to get back on defense. Transition D will be key. Keeping our guy in front of us, and I think we got to, control the boards. Control the boards best we can, or at least compete on the boards. They do have some size, and they've got good guard play, but we also have solid guard play. We're starting a freshman at point guard, Aiden Davis, who's had an incredible season. He's made 55 threes. And averaging 15 a game. So, we feel pretty confident with our guard play and our inside play. But I think a big key is to keep them off the boards and don't give them the second chance opportunities.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Now joined by head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Dave Rogers. Coach, coming off of that win against Broad Fording Christian Academy, a game where you really got to test some things out and obviously honor your seniors as well. What did you kind of take away from that game as you got to play some different lineups and do some different things you normally probably wouldn't do?
Well, everybody got to play. Wasn't real happy with our effort. You kind of sometimes you kind of look at a record and in the kid's mind, the record is everything. So they must not be very good, and that's kind of how we played. So we even the last thing we said coming out of the huddle, folks, go play our game. Don't worry about who you're playing, what it is, play our game. That didn't happen. So we better play our game tonight because Wheeling Park's very good.
And for the first time, and it feels like a while, you actually get some practice time besides just like 1 or 2 days in between games. So some time to prepare for this one. And what's that been like to get in the practices, especially at a crucial part in the season?
Well, very good. It's always nice to get back on the practice floor, and you're going to see Wheeling Park tonight. They've got a freshman point guard, very good. And then their guys can handle the ball. They can shoot the ball. They really try to take it to the hole as much as they can. They play together. They're a complete game. I mean, going into the fourth quarter the other night, it was 36-34 Morgantown over Wheeling Park going into the fourth quarter, and we all know how good Morgantown is. So Mike Jebby has done a great job with those guys, and I'm anxious to really see how our kids play tonight.
You mentioned Wheeling Park as a team that gives you a lot of good competition heading into sectional play. So how are you guys kind of looking at this game as an opportunity to build some momentum?
Well, we hope we can, and if the guys play hard, we're fine. And then we'll be back on the practice floor Saturday and Monday to prepare for Spring Mills. And then it's a one-game shot. You've got to win it or you pack it away. So, we want to win in advance. So this is a good situation for us.
You mentioned the sectionals. Being the 2 seed that was announced the other day, is that about where you expected it to be, or kind of what was your thoughts heading into it?
Well, our record wasn't very good. I mean, we're even now at 10-10, but our record wasn't very good. And apparently the coaches looked at it and figured out who's playing well at this time of the year. With Jefferson undefeated in the league and Washington not winning a game, everybody else was 5-5. So you had to look and see where you think how that team did against you. What kind of competition did they play? How are they playing now? All those things should enter in, I think, when the coaches put their vote in. At least we did.
And then finally, I guess what will be some keys to get the win tonight? You mentioned their point guard being very talented, but what are some other things that they do well that you'll try to take away?
Well, we need to make sure we rebound well and we take their dribble drive away, and then we have to contest their threes. So, right now is the time that you're kind of putting the polish on it, and we just need to do what we do best. And right now, we're pounding that ball inside. We don't have Aiden tonight. Aiden had a little shoulder problem there, so we won't have Aiden Jackson in with us. So Jess will be playing a little bit more. But you've got to. I'm really happy with our inside game, and if we can get our shooters starting to connect outside, and we got some guys that can shoot the basketball, just if they can start connecting, then that would make us pretty tough.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
So good stuff from both teams' head coaches. We'll take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll take a deeper look at this Wheeling Park team, along with talk a little bit about the other game going on in the Eastern Panhandle tonight. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Home Helpers of the Eastern Panhandle, making life easier for you, your family, and especially your loved ones that need their care. They are locally owned and searching for smiling faces to hire so that your loved one can stay in their home where they are the happiest. Call 304-433-8000 or visit homehelpershomecare.com/panhandle, or you can visit them at 3192 Winchester Avenue right here in Martinsburg. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs. Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Welcome you back to Martinsburg High School. Nick Verzley alongside me is Spencer Dupuy, John Allerton, along with Avery Newport, our intern on camera. And wanted to remind you, our coaches' interviews were brought to you by the Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. They're located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at Orsinis.com. Spencer, let's take a little bit of a look at Wheeling Park so far this season. As I mentioned earlier, 13-8 record coming off of a 11-point loss to a good Morgantown team, top 2 team in the state on most people's rankings between them and Jefferson, and led on the year by Brett Phillips, 17 points per game, 7 rebounds for the junior, and Aiden Davis, a starting point guard for a freshman, at 15 points per game, 55 made threes. 2 guys that are very solid and could give the Bulldogs some issues tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And you talk about that tough loss there to Morgantown. Prior to that game, they had won 11 of their last 13 games. And, kind of doing some homework into this, not being from West Virginia, not knowing the way things work. They're in a very weird situation up there in the Northern Panhandle where they play in the Ohio Valley Athletic Conference, which is you got your West Virginia side and your Ohio side. So they're playing a lot of those Ohio teams there in that area, near Parkersburg and Marietta, Ohio, just that Northern Panhandle, and then that kind of side there of Ohio. So they get tough tests from both states.
Yeah, it is an interesting schedule when you go back and look at it for Wheeling Park. But some of the key players for them, Brandon Richer has made 7 points this season along with 29 three-pointers. Cole Wilkinson averages about 7 as well. So 7 points and about 6 rebounds. So, this starting lineup, Kayla Francis, 9 points, very balanced and pretty high scoring for a high school team, and only go about 8 guys deep, presuming nobody's in foul trouble, with Xander Gibson, Jaden Howard, and DeRay Goodwin coming off the bench as some key role players for them. So this is a talented Wheeling Park team. It's really the perfect matchup, I think, for both of these teams as they get ready for sectional play, because both teams have tough sections, and obviously Martinsburg's looking for some good competition, and Wheeling Park's looking for some good competition, so it sets up a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, it definitely does, and going back to the way they play, I kind of see similarities here to the way Spring Mills plays, because you got your 5 guys, your 5 starters, and then Spring Mills has that one swing guy. It's either going to be the starter or he's not going to start. And then they got one guy that comes off the bench, really, if there's somebody in foul trouble. And, it's kind of different than most of these teams. Like Martinsburg, Coach Rogers will go 10 deep.
Yeah, and we've seen Martinsburg this year with their talent, led by, on the year, Avion Blackwood at about 14 points per game. Some other key players, though, they, like Wheeling Park, will spread it around quite a bit. Kamarian Dow right around 9 points per game. Aiden Jackson, who's out tonight, that will be a key loss for this team. Cyril Gaza and Luke Fowler both can score around 6 to 8 points per game. And Jeff Sutherland's had some good moments for this team. So Martinsburg goes deep, like you said, and we've seen the emergence of Jaron Adkins off the bench as a key role player. So it looks like on paper, Spencer, it will be another close one between these two teams.
It definitely does. And, for Martinsburg, they're going to have, Atkins has really stepped up lately on the defensive side of the ball as well as the offensive side of the ball. But you're going to really have to have the combination of Sutherland and Adkins step up tonight in order to fill those shoes of Aiden Jackson.
And the other game going on in the Eastern Panhandle tonight, Jefferson taking on Broadford Christian Academy. On paper, that's going to be a big win for Jefferson and should be a good opportunity for them to get a rotation going, especially because I think Silva will be out again for Broadfording because
they're going to
saving him for that tournament
in Ohio starting tomorrow. Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting game over there, and see how much. Jefferson's got a week off. Yeah. So they're not going to really rest starters. I don't think Will Shively will be back yet. I don't think you want to risk that injury, give him a whole another week to heal. But, I see them playing their starters through a good portion of that game, only because, at least through the half, because you have a whole week off.
Yeah, it's a good point. So they don't want to be too rested heading into their sectional game. But let's get into your keys to game and players to look out for. Brought to you by CMA Honda of Winchester, located at 3985 Valley Pike. CMA moving lives forward. Start with the visitors Wheeling Park and then move over to Martinsburg, Spencer.
So obviously, you talk about Brett Phillips a little bit, 7 rebounds a game. They kind of got to disrupt Martinsburg's post game because a lot of guys on this roster, in the lineup, like to get defensive boards. You see Gaza, among the other guys, Adkins getting boards, Sutherland getting boards. So you got to disrupt Martinsburg's postgame on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball. And you got to grab rebounds early and often, whether it be on the offensive side or defensive side. And a player to keep an eye out for is Aiden Davis. He's got 55 threes on the season, and Martinsburg tends to give up some threes even when they're guarding guys in the face. And for Martinsburg, good shot selection tonight. You got a guy, as I just mentioned, Aiden Davis shoots 55 threes. I believe that's like 3.5, nearly 3 a game. And then Brennan Richter has 29 threes on the season, so just over 1 3 a game. So that's, at least 4 coming from them. And you got to have a good shot selection. And as I mentioned, Sutherland and Adkins need to step up in Jackson's absence. And a player to keep an eye out for is Luke Fowler. He needs to get into a rhythm and hit some threes tonight because they're going to need those threes.
All right, now we'll get into our starting lineups brought to you by Modern Renovations. West Virginia homeowners trust the experts on Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule your free estimate or visit mymodernrenovations.com. We'll start with the Bulldogs, as it will be number 4, Kamarian Down, number 13, Cyril Gaza, number 14, Luke Fowler, number 20, Avion Blackwood, and number 35, Jess Sutherland. And then for Wheeling Park, it'll be 00, Caleb Francis, number 1, Aiden Davis, number 3, Brendan Richer, number 12, Cole Wilkinson, and number 23, Brett Phillips. So those are your starting lineups. We will take our final 2-minute break here on the Giants Express Tip-Off Show, then have tip-off after this. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
And that concludes today's pregame show. Coming up next, it's the starting lineups, opening tip, and play-by-play action of West Virginia high school basketball.
Johnson now in transition with the one-handed slam dunk, and that might put a seal on this one.
Today's game is brought to you by
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com. Ollie's VIP. Milestone Realty. The Palace Lounge. The Mountaineer Grill and Pub. Cody's Auto Body. Modern Renovations. D&N Auto. Home Helpers of the Panhandle. Johnny's Express.
And now, let's go courtside and rejoin our WRNR broadcast team.
We welcome you back to Martinsburg High School as we get ready for the opening tip-off, brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Go to HagerstownFord.com. It's the Bulldogs off the tip, and Avion Blackwood is blocked on his first shot, but a travel called. Our first shot of the game brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect. They're at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-5131. Cyril Gaza will drive in and lay it up and in for the Bulldogs to get Martinsburg on the board for first at 2-0.
Yeah, that's good for Martinsburg. Get on the board first here and set a tone for themselves.
Francis has it on the right wing. Francis reverses the ball to Wilkinson. Wilkinson drives, swings it over to Richer, and now back out to Francis for three. That is no good. Rebounded by Dow, but Francis comes away with the basketball. Now a long three for Aiden Davis, and that's off the mark. Rebounded by Dow. Dow ahead to Blackwood. Pass underneath is taken away by Wilkinson. Davis brings it across for the Patriots. Wheeling Park in the all-red uniforms with the white numbers, white letters across the chest. Martinsburg in their all-white uniforms with the black numbers, black letters across the chest. The three-pointer from the left wing is short, no good. Rebounded by Dow. 2-0 Martinsburg. Just about a minute into this ball game. Dow pulls up for three, and Kamarian Dow knocks down the triple.
And that's kind of what I was talking about good shot selection. I think that was a good shot personally, and they need to continue to do that all night or all evening.
5-0 Bulldogs. Wilkinson pulls up for three on the other end, and he answers with the first points of the game for Wheeling Park.
Yeah, Wilkinson, not really known for his threes. He's not really known for his scoring. He averages almost 6 boards a game.
Blackwood kicks it out to Gaza for three. That is an air ball. Sutherland chases it down. He stepped out of bounds, and it will be Wheeling Park basketball.
Yeah, his foot was on the line there when he went to throw the ball back.
So our first quarter presented to you on TV 10 by Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home? Call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Davis with it into the high post. Attacking the basket is Phillips. His shot is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Dow again. Dow pulls up for three again. That time, though, short, no good. Rebounded by Davis.
And again, good shot selection is what Martinsburg needs to do tonight. That was not necessarily the best shot.
Francis drives baseline. Shot is no good. Wilkinson grabs the rebound, puts it back up and in. 5 points for him, 5 points for both teams with 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
And that's kind of what we're talking about going in, the rebounding there of Wilkinson. Great job on the offensive board to get the rebound.
Blackwood comes off the Sutherland screen. Finds Blackwood now on the right wing. Guarded by Wilkinson closely. Trying to find Luke Fowler. Fowler comes off the dribble handoff over to Gaza in the corner. Gaza drives in. Floater in the lane is too strong. Blackwood chases down the board. Over to Fowler, now back to Blackwood. Nice pump fake. He'll drive in with the left hand, and the scoop shot is good. Avion Blackwood on the board for the first time this evening. 7-5 Martinsburg, 4:50 to go in the first quarter.
Great job by Blackwood to let the lane develop and find it and go straight down and dribble drive in.
Richard kicks it over to Francis. That's taken away by Blackwood. Now Dow in transition. 2-on-1 fast break for the Dogs. Bounce pass to Avion. Blackwood kisses off the glass and finishes over Wilkinson.
Yeah, Wilkinson there trying to set up for the charge. Unfortunately, he didn't get it.
9-5. Bulldogs on top with 4:24 to go in the opening quarter. Phillips. He'll attack the basket. That's a travel. No, a foul call.
Calling a foul there.
Yes, they're going to say that with Gaza, I guess, didn't allow Phillips his spot. And that's a blocking foul. Now Phillips catches on the inbound. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Avion Blackwood. And Blackwood will set up the offense for the Bulldogs. Dribbling in the Block M logo. Comes off the Sutherland screen. Blackwood, floater in the lane is short. Rebounded by Phillips. Phillips will slow things down against the 1-on-2 and find Davis. Wilkinson on the perimeter. Over to Francis. Down low to a wide open Brett Phillips, who lays it up and in for Wheeling Park.
Yeah, and you can't leave a guy wide open down there. That's kind of happened a lot here of late when Martinsburg's made this run. They've just seemed to give up some easy points down low.
9-7, Martinsburg leading Wheeling Park. 3.5 minutes to go. Luke Fowler pull-up three is short. Rebounded by Wilkinson. Davis now, the freshman point guard, finds Wilkinson on the right wing. Now back to Davis. Wilkinson now in the high post. Lost control of the basketball. Dow dives on top of it. Finds Gaza now. Gaza bringing it across half court for the Dogs. Pushes quickly. Coast to coast. Shot is short. Good defense by Francis underneath. Davis back the other way. Over to Richer for three. That is short, no good. Good box out by Cyril Gaza underneath. Sutherland grabs the rebound ahead of Avion Blackwood quickly in transition. Blackwood cherry picking, and he gets the easy deuce.
Yeah, great passing by there to see him open all the way down the court.
Wilkinson over to Richer. Now back to Francis right wing. Davis top of the key. Davis pulls up for the elbow J, and Aiden Davis knocks it down. His first 2 points.
Aiden Davis, second leading scorer on the team, doing what he does best, score the ball.
Down to the high post to Sutherland. Sutherland faces. Turnaround shot is short, just grazes the side of the rim. Rebounded by Phillips ahead to Davis. Davis behind the back dribble, sets up the offense for the Patriots. Good job by Cyril Gaza to jump the passing lane. Gaza in transition with the right-handed layup, and he'll finish on the left side for two. Timeout, Wheeling Park, 13-9. Martinsburg on top. 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Back to Martinsburg High School. Our other first quarter sponsor on TV 10 is Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. Call 304-263-3361. So Wheeling Park with the basketball out of the timeout. It's Gibson dribbling it up the court, and Francis has an issue handling that pass as it goes out of bounds. William Martinsburg basketball. 1:53 to go in the opening quarter. Blackwood off two screens from Fowler and Adkins. Kicks it to the corner. Gaza drives baseline. A great block by Francis. Hits off the bottom of the backboard, and then Dow takes away the pass. Ahead to Luke Fowler. Fowler pump fakes. His shot blocked by Francis again. Over to Wilkinson now. Back to Phillips in transition. Quickly to the basket, and Dow strips it away. Will go out of bounds off of Dow and be Wheeling Park ball.
Yeah, great job by Francis there to get a hand on not one but two shots in a matter of about 10 to 15 seconds.
Bulldogs by 4, 1:27 remaining in this first quarter. Francis drives in on Gaza, spin move out to Davis, head fake, pull up long two on the way is money for Aiden Davis. 4 points for him, 13-11. Blackwood back the other way in transition, gets fouled. He'll head to the line, shoot two. Called on Davis, his first. Blackwood to the line, shooting two. Avion lines up the first, and it's good. Blackwood off to a great start. Now 7 points in this opening quarter. His second free throw is good as well. So 8 points for Avion Blackwood, 8 of the 15 for Martinsburg with about a minute to go in the first quarter. Francis top of the key, standing in the Bulldog logo. Wilkinson now to Phillips, who posts up on Fowler. Goes up strong, but shot comes up short. Blackwood tips it to Gaza. Bulldogs back with possession. Luke Fowler in transition. Hesitation. Pull up on the baseline jumper and knocks it down.
Great job by Fowler. There's my player to keep an eye out for.
First 2 points for him, 17-11 with 40 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. This is probably the best first quarter we've seen from Martinsburg in a while, Spencer.
It definitely is.
They've been getting off to slow starts. Went down 13-0 against Hedgesville. Still came back to win the game, but Martinsburg looked sharp early on against a tough Wheeling Park team. Patriots trying to hold for the final shot of the quarter. Francis with the basketball. Dribbling around, Cyril Gaza with a tight defense. Finds Gibson. Gibson trying to rip through. 7 seconds now in the first. Gibson gets fouled. That will be Dow picking up the foul on a reach-in. Tried to take it away from Gibson. Checking in for the Patriots is Howard. Francis will inbound with 5 seconds to go. Into Brett Phillips, guarded by Fowler. Back out to Davis. Blackwood dives on the floor for it, and the Bulldogs get the stop to end the first quarter. 17-11 Martinsburg at the end of one. We'll take a 60-second break and return with more West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your four-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
We welcome you back to Martinsburg High School after a good first quarter for the Bulldogs. It's 17-11 Martinsburg with about 8 as we begin the second quarter here on TV 10 and WRNR. Aiden Davis with it for the Patriots. Davis with 4 points in that opening quarter. Comes off a Phillips screen, now hands it off to Gibson. Gibson dribbles around the perimeter over to Howard now. Back to Davis. Davis double team, kicks it back to Howard. Skip pass to Gibson in the corner. Head fake drive baseline, goes up strong. A good take by Gibson, his first 2 points.
A great job there to find the backboard and get one in.
Xander Gibson coming off the bench and going hard to the rim. Avion Blackwood over to Adkins, head fake. Adkins drives in, and the floater in the lane is good for Jaron Adkins.
Great selection, shot selection there by Adkins. Decided not to go with the three, drove in, and laid that one up and in.
Francis too strong off the backboard, rebounded by Dow. Dow ahead to Blackwood. Bulldogs getting out in transition early and often, but that time Blackwood can't finish the layup. Davis picks it up. Davis going quickly for the Patriots. Stops and pops. Comes up short. Never really got his feet set.
Foul on Dow.
Phillips is fouled from behind.
Dow second.
Brett Phillips to the line. Phillips so far in the game with 2 points. First trip to the line for him. And for the Patriots, if he'll knock down the first. 19-14 Martinsburg with 6:47 to go in this second quarter. Phillips' second free throw is too strong. Rebounded by Luke Fowler for the Dogs. Avion Blackwood brings it across to half court. 6:38 to go in the first half. Blackwood drives in, another scoop shot in the lane. This time Comes up short on it, rebounded by Francis. Now to Gibson. Dribbling around the volleyball line, over to Howard on the right side. Back to Gibson, who penetrates the defense, kicks it out to Brett Phillips.
Good job by Fowler there to disrupt things.
Fowler again with good defense as Davis catches, pulls up on the floater. That is a high arcing air ball and rebounded by the Dogs. Dow in transition for Martinsburg. Pulls it back out, resets the dribble drive in and gets fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Our second quarter brought to you by Modern Renovations. West Virginia homeowners trust the experts at Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule your free estimate or visit mymodernrenovations.com. Along with the Skinner Law Firm. Skinner Law Firm injury and consumer rights lawyers. Call them at 304-245-6613 or go online at skinnerfirm.com. Dow's second free throw is no good, goes 0 for 2 from the line, but Stephon Barclay grabs the rebound and then ran into Dow and a turnover for the Bulldogs.
It's a little miscommunication there, running into your own teammate.
So Martinsburg with the turnover. Brett Phillips catching on the left wing for the Patriots. Setting up the offense. Over to Wilkinson. Back to Gibson. Going against Adkins. Gibson attacks now. Finds Wilkinson. Wilkinson to a wide open Gibson underneath. Down with the good help defense. Great job by Jaron Adkins to get a hand on that ball and knock it away. Right as Gibson was trying to get to the basket.
Yeah, and, of late, the last 6-7 games, can't say enough about Jaron Adkins' defense.
Poor defense on the inbound by Adkins again with the help D, and another foul going against the Bulldogs. Brett Phillips will go back to the line. That one going on Jared.
We literally were going to say the same exact thing.
(19-14), Martinsburg leading. 5:22 to go in this first half. Brett Phillips knocking down that free throw. Phillips now 2 for 3 from the line. As Gaza checks in, Dow will check out. Phillips' second free throw from the junior is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Adkins. He finds Blackwood. Blackwood brings it across for the Dogs. Over to Gaza on the right wing. Back up top, Luke Fowler now. Fowler head fakes, kicks it to the corner to Gaza. Gaza going hard to the rim. Shot is way off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Gibson. Gaza now gets a reach-in foul. Bulldogs picking them up quickly. Here now the 15th foul. Only the first, though, on Cyril Gaza, so not the end of the world there, but 5 minutes ago in the first half, Martinsburg already with 5 fouls.
Being a little more aggressive here.
Goodwin works it over to Phillips. Phillips running the offense for the Patriots. Hands it off to Wilkinson. Back to Davis. Now Goodwin. Patriots around the perimeter. Gibson. Gibson attacks the rack. Goes up strong and finishes over Stephon Barclay. Good take by Xander Gibson. 4 points for him. It's now a 2-point game. Martinsburg still on top at 19-17. Jess Sutherland coming in for Luke Fowler. 4.5 minutes to go in this first half.
Yeah, it didn't look like Fowler wanted to come out there.
Davion Blackwood bringing the ball up for the Bulldogs. Finds Stephon Barclay. Now back to Adkins, top of the key. 4:15 to go. Cyril Gaza finds Davion Blackwood off the Sutherland screen. Goes into the lane, shot is short, rebounded by Gaza. Over to Sutherland, he'll stop and pop, shot way off, rebounded by Goodwin.
Gaza there with another foul, 16 now, his second.
And Spencer After a great first quarter, the Bulldogs have just 2 points in this second quarter.
Yeah, but they're definitely lucky because, as of right now, only giving up 6.
But Wheeling Park trying to get into the offense here. Goodwin to Phillips. Quick pass to Wilkinson for 3. That is no good. Gibson trying to grab the rebound, and it rolls off of Gibson out of bounds. Seems like they're still kind of getting the looks they want in terms of shots selection, inside shots, but not getting great looks in terms of good defense by Wheeling Park. A lot of tough drives to the rim. Sutherland driving baseline now, posts up, gets triple teamed, kicks it out to Blackwood. Blackwood to Gaza, top of the key. He'll kick it out. Adkins, a wide open 3 from the corner. That is long, no good. Rebounded underneath by Wilkinson. Let's see who the foul goes against here. Will go against Wheeling Park and be Martinsburg ball. And it's called on Gibson.
Yep.
Adkins will inbound it to Jess Sutherland. Sutherland reverses the ball to Blackwood. Blackwood, wide open lane. Nice pass underneath the Cyril Gaza. One power dribble up and in.
I think it was, that extra pass there that really helped it. Seems like Martinsburg hasn't been making that extra pass when it needed to really this quarter.
Gaza now with 6 points. Wilkinson right wing. Over to Davis. He'll stop and pop and pull up for 3. No good. Jess Sutherland skies up for the rebound, and a foul called against Wheeling Park.
Yeah, it was an interesting foul there. He did hit him on the hand, but usually you don't typically see that called.
Yeah, I didn't really
especially
think that
this
was
early
that much
in the
contact,
game.
But that is the second personal foul on Xander Gibson, who's played some good minutes off the bench for Wheeling Park, has 4 points. Reverse the ball to Blackwood. Blackwood attacks again, tries the tough layup against 2 defenders, and the shot is no good. Rebounded by Brett Phillips over to Aiden Davis. Phillips now attacking the defense. He's right to the rim. Jess Sutherland again with a good help defense. And the shot goes out of bounds. It will remain Wheeling Park ball. Francis coming in for Gibson, who we mentioned picked up his second personal just a few moments ago. Francis inbounds to Goodwin, over to Davis now. 2:18 to play in this first half. Martinsburg by 4 at 21-17. A travel called against Davis. The freshman turns it over. Pretty good student section for the Bulldogs despite an early tip. A 5 p.m.-ish tip.
Hey, they left school here around 2:45, went home, dropped their stuff off, ate some food, came back.
21-17. And a travel called against Avion Blackwood.
It looks like a pretty good travel crowd here for Wheeling Park.
Yeah. I know that some of them are tuned in also back in Wheeling. As I was talking to their coach, and he was wondering all the information on where they can watch and stuff like that. So Francis with the ball. I remember, I think when they came to Huntington for the Highlander Wheeling Park game that I called last year, there was a pretty good crowd. Davis pulls up for 3, and that is good for Aiden Davis.
That's what I was looking for from Davis from the very beginning of this game.
Davis now with 7 points. Jaron Adkins drives in and gets the layup at the rim.
Yeah, great job there by Adkins to make that move, that step over inside.
Patriots back the other way. Phillips with a good cut, jump ball called. And that will be possession arrow to the Bulldogs. Great job by Cyril Gaza to get a hand on that ball and force the, well, not a turnover, but force the jump ball and into the hands of the Bulldogs. 23-20, 1:20 to go in the first half. Down over to Stephon Barclay. Reverse the ball to Jaron Adkins. Down low to Jess Sutherland. Sutherland in the short corner. Hands it off to Dow. Dow back to Sutherland. Nearly lost it. Gets it back. Reverses to Barclay. Barclay kicks to Atkins in the corner for 3, and that is good for Jaron Atkins with the corner 3. Martinsburg by 6 at 26-20 with 49 seconds and counting to go in this first half.
Dogs really needed that one, and great shot selection there by Adkins.
Adkins with 7 points in the quarter. Davis to Francis. Francis post up. Nice pass underneath to Brett Phillips, who will finish through the contact and head to the line to shoot one.
You said Adkins got 7 points in the quarter?
Yep.
7 of the 9 points for the Dogs.
Brett Phillips to the free throw line after converting from the floor. And he can't make that free throw.
Under 20 seconds here, Nick.
Yep, 26-22. Dow with the basketball for the Bulldogs, up by 4. Over to Barclay. 12 seconds. Barclay down low. Good defense by Davis, who's getting post up by Gaza. Gaza wanted a foul, but no call. It will remain Martinsburg ball with 9.8 seconds to go in the first half. Sutherland checking out, Fowler checking in.
Maybe looking in for a 3 here from Fowler here.
Or at least get another shooter on the floor to pose that threat. And the high post to Gaza. Gaza posting up, going right to the rim. Shot is way off the mark. He wanted a foul, no call. Davis now at the buzzer launches, and that hits off the top of the backboard and out of bounds. So at the half, Martinsburg 26, Wheeling Park 22. We'll take a 2-minute break and have the Mansion Freddy halftime show on the other side of this break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. From small beginnings and over a century later, we maintain our dedication to our policyholders to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. Protecting everything from your home to your business has never been easier. Our team is here to ensure that you, your family, and your assets are taken care of. We enjoy giving back and doing our part to keep Martinsburg a great place to be.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
We welcome you back to Martinsburg High School here at the half. The Bulldogs leading the Wheeling Park Patriots 26-22. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. Our halftime show is brought to you by the Mansion Freddy Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Spencer will quickly run down the stats here. Wheeling Park leading scorer at the half is Aiden Davis with his 7 points. Xander Gibson with 4, Wilkinson with 5, and 6 for Brett Phillips. And then for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Dow with 3, Gaza with 6, 2 for Luke Fowler, 8 for Avion Blackwood, and 7 for Jaron Adkins. Spencer, what are some things that kind of stood out to you about that first half, and like we expected, a competitive game so far?
Yeah, and I definitely think it was that first quarter, I'd say, was kind of dominated for the most part. It felt like by Martinsburg. And then at the beginning of the second quarter, it seemed like Wheeling Park just kind of took over there for the first 4 minutes of the quarter, about halfway through. And then Martinsburg kind of just came to life. You saw of the 26 points, 7 of those came from Jaron Adkins, who came off the bench providing a spark, as always.
Yeah, and it seemed like, too, that Wheeling Park kind of got the game more into their style. Early on, Martinsburg was getting a lot of easy baskets in transition, and the Patriots cut that down in that second quarter to make it just a 4-point game here at the half. So we will take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, you'll hear from Colin McLaughlin back in the studio, who will have the N1 scoreboard show. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldofMartinsburg.com.
Whether you're heading to a high school, college, or professional football game, Johnny's has all your tailgating go-tos. Delicious wings, meatballs, shrimp, burgers, and dogs. Plus, Johnny's has everything you need to serve it all up. Party trays, utensils, plates, cups, and more. Stop by either of our 2 great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Welcome into the And One Halftime Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling them at 304-433-8000. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We've hit halftime. Martinsburg leads Wheeling Park 26-22. Let's now go into your other scores. It's still early, so only previews really for games. The only other game in the EPAC that takes place today is the Jefferson boys basketball team hosting Broadford Christian Academy for Jefferson's regular season finale against the school from Hagerstown. Jefferson trying to remain undefeated tonight at 7:30. NBA game that you'll hear on Talk Radio WRNR right after the conclusion of this Martinsburg game. The Washington Wizards host the San Antonio Spurs. Tip-off for that, 7 p.m. Let's now quickly look at the brackets, as both of them are out for the regional playoffs. Starting with the boys' side, as you can see here right now, it is the Hedgesville Eagles as the 1 seed in Section 1. On Tuesday, number 2 Martinsburg will host number 3 Spring Mills, and number 2 Musselman will host Washington. And the winner of the Musselman-Washington game will play Jefferson. The winner of Martinsburg-Spring Mills will play Hedgesville. And then those games will take place Thursday. The winners host regional championships. The losers will play the opposite section champion. As for the girls' side, that one almost finished up In the sectionals, you had the champion Spring Mills Cardinals yesterday defeat Hedgesville 67-32 for the Cardinals' first ever sectional championship win in program history. Jefferson beat Washington 58-43 yesterday, which means Spring Mills will host Washington and Jefferson will host Hedgesville. We'll have the Spring Mills Washington girls basketball regional final on Wednesday on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, and that will be a 6:30 pregame, 7 p.m. tip. That wraps things up here on the And One Scoreboard Show. You'll hear from me in the postgame, but now we'll take a 2-minute commercial break and send it back for Spencer and Nick with half number 2 at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse, where it is Martinsburg leading Wheeling Park 26-22.
The Honda Civic and the Accord are uniquely stylish in their own way. But you know what they have in common? Reliability and comfort? Sure. Available turbocharged engines? Of course. But also, the driver, having fun for no reason, except for the thrill of driving a Honda. America's most loved auto brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
2021 American Customer Satisfaction Index ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
My players of the game, players to look out for, and then
we welcome you back to Martinsburg High School. Got about 2 minutes until the start of the third quarter, and the Bulldogs leading Wheeling Park 26-22. Both these teams playing their final game of the regular season before sectional play, and as we already know, the Martinsburg Bulldogs will be taking on Spring Mills in the first round of the sectional. And Spencer, that's an interesting first round matchup. Obviously, we will be there for that game. So we'll talk here. Well, yeah, be here because Martinsburg is at home.
Kind of the shocker, really. But as Coach Rogers talked about in the pregame interview, it's kind of the recency effect.
Yeah, and who knows how the coaches voted, too. I mean, it is kind of an interesting way of deciding things as, by vote of the coaches. Obviously, coaches may vote because they don't like a coach, or who knows. I mean, there's all sorts of ways that you could vote. I know that, as Coach Kelly Church told us, 1 year his team only lost one game in the section or in the region, and were voted fourth, which was last on their side of the section. So, it's always just kind of a weird way of doing things, but it is how they do it. And obviously, until that changes, that will be how it is. But if you're not the one, you have to match up anyway. So, besides having the home court, doesn't matter too much. Wheeling Park having a successful season, but will be in a very tough sectional with University of Morgantown.
But back to this section here, I think it's going to be a great game on Monday because first matchup, Spring Mills beat Martinsburg for the first time ever in school history, in the 10 or 9-year school history there. And then the second matchup here, Martinsburg able to get the win. So, be an interesting third matchup.
Yep, as we begin this third quarter, presented to you on TV 10 by Kelly Allstate Insurance for all of your insurance needs. Call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg. Wheeling Park with the basketball to begin the third quarter. Brett Phillips now whipping it on the right wing. Phillips finds Wilkinson. Over to Francis in the short corner. Dribble drives, kicks out to Davis for three. Davis' shot is off the mark. Rebounded by Sutherland, who gets into a toss-up, but really Francis didn't have control of the ball, and Sutherland just went to the floor, so a travel and a turnover for Martinsburg.
Yeah, and, this second half going to be a very interesting one. Wheeling Park only down 4.
Yep, good ball game here. Francis, a nice spin, trying to get the finger roll at the rim, but does get fouled and will go to the line and shoot 2. Our other third quarter sponsor on TV 10 is Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. They're located at 360 Hank Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at orsinis.com. So Francis to the free throw line, and he will make the first. That is his first point of the game. Atkins getting ready to check in for Cyril Gaza. 26-23, 7:29 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, Gaza now with 3 fouls here. Get him out for a little bit.
Francis' second free throw is up and no good. Chased down by Jess Sutherland. He'll find Atkins, who will bring it up. Atkins now to Dow. And Dow setting up the offense. Man-to-man defense for Wheeling Park. Over to Blackwood. Blackwood, nice pass underneath for Jess Sutherland, who opens up and finishes at the rim.
Yeah, great job by Sutherland there. Great job to find that passing late over to him.
First 2 points of the game for Sutherland. Atkins forcing a jump ball, which will go to Martinsburg. And Martinsburg seems a little bit confused, thinking Atkins had the ball completely.
I mean, it's Martinsburg ball anyway, right?
Yeah, but sometimes you want to keep that possession arrow for later in the ball game. (28-23). Dow over to Fowler, top of the key. Now back into the corner for Atkins, who drives baseline, and a foul called on the Patriots. Atkins pulls up for 3. That shot is short. Rebounded by Wilkinson underneath. 28-23. Patriots pushing down the court. Martinsburg on top right now. Davis over to Phillips, who drives in. Phillips attacks the rack and lays it up and in.
Yeah, in this half, kind of becoming a tight one, a 3-point ball game now. Though Martinsburg was only up 4 at half, so.
Luke Fowler now pulls up for 3 on the right wing. That is no good. Rebounded by Wilkinson underneath. Phillips down the court to Francis. Now to Davis. Davis to Wilkinson. 3-pointer is short. Tipped over to Kamari and Dow. Dow ahead to Atkins. Atkins, one dribble. Bounce pass underneath to Sutherland, who lays it up on the right side for the Deuce, 30-25.
4 straight points now for Sutherland.
3-pointer is off the mark for Richer. Grabbed by Sutherland again. Atkins running point guard in the second half.
Do it all.
Down to the corner for 3, and he was wide open, and he gets nothing but net. 33-25 Martinsburg with 5:30 remaining in this third quarter. Timeout, Wheeling Park. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. Bulldogs 33, Patriots 25. 5.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. John Alderton along with our intern Avery Newport on camera. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Wheeling Park with the basketball. Francis with it, top of the key against Jaron Adkins. Swings it to Phillips in the short corner. Phillips attacks the basket and lays it up and in. Brett Phillips starting to go to work. Now with 10 points, the first Patriot in double figures. First player in double figures for either team. Blackwood over to Dow, a long three, is in and out, no good, gets tipped around. Rebounded by Francis to Phillips. Throws it, intercepted by Avion Blackwood. His layup is no good. Sutherland pump fakes. Kicks it out. Adkins three on the way. Short. Rebounded by Brett Phillips. What could have been a big momentum shifter there. 33-27. Martinsburg still on top. 4.5 minutes to go in the third. Phillips drives in, loses control of it. Over to Davis. Step back three. It's good. Aiden Davis, the freshman, knocks down the three.
Yeah, and that's his second three. We know he likes to hit about 3 a game.
10 points for Davis. A foul called against Phillips in transition. Adkins will head to the line. Shoot 2. They will not rule that a shooting foul, as Adkins will get it now underneath the basket for the Bulldogs. Luke Fowler inbounding to Jess Sutherland. Sutherland skip pass over to Avion Blackwood, who comes off the Adkins screen. Blackwood attacks with the left hand, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and can't finish.
You really need to finish those ones.
Martinsburg seems to be missing a lot of layups throughout this ball game. Gibson grabbing the rebound for Wheeling Park. Phillips going hard to the rim. Phillips gets fouled. He'll go to the line.
Only a 3-point ball game now, Nick. These free throws could be critical to get him here within 1.
But Phillips, the starting quarterback for Wheeling Park's football team. And Aiden Davis is their backup quarterback, and they're the two best scorers on the Wheeling Park team.
There you go.
Martinsburg 33, Wheeling Park 30, as the free throw is in and out, no good from Phillips.
Yeah, Wheeling Park coming off a down season last year, losing in the first round of the playoffs 48-21 to Huntington, who eventually took on Martinsburg in the title game, and where Martinsburg beat them, but they were 4-5 on the season.
Avion Blackwood called for the double dribble, and the Bulldogs turn it over. And Wheeling Park had a crazy game with Musselman in football that I remember talking with Coach Brian Thomas about. But a three-pointer from Davis is nothing but net. Aiden Davis, the freshman, starting to heat up now. 13 for him to lead Wheeling Park, his third 3 of the evening. And it's tied at 33 with 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Dow comes off the Sutherland screen over to Adkins in the corner. Adkins cut. Dow thought he would stay in the corner, and the Bulldogs turned over, but now a jump ball going to Wheeling Park. Timeout taken by Wheeling Park. It's 33-33 with 3:25 to go in this third quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
We welcome you back to Martinsburg High School 33 all.
And Nick, first two quarters, Wheeling Park had scored 11 points in each of those quarters. Martinsburg 17 in the first, 9 in the second. Martinsburg has only scored about 7 here, and Wheeling Park's already had their 11 for this quarter.
It's been a good quarter for the Patriots to tie this one up at 33. Gibson drives in, swings it to Phillips in the corner, drives baseline. Up top now, Gibson. Gibson, nice pass underneath to Phillips, who finishes again underneath. Phillips not the tallest guy, only about 6'1", 6'2", but plays well down low.
Now Wheeling Park takes the lead here, 35-33.
12 points for Brett Phillips. Backdoor cut for Dow. Sutherland's pass just off his fingertips and out of bounds. Another Bulldog turnover, and Wheeling Park will take over. Up by 2 at 35-33 with 2:43 to go in this third quarter. Patriots trying to pull away here and really take over this ball game and make it tough on Martinsburg to come back. Davis with an NBA range 3. That is just short. But another rebound for Wheeling Park. Gibson underneath to Wilkinson, who lays it up and in. 7 for him, 37-33, Wheeling Park leading. Blackwood now to the rim. He'll just lose control of the ball. Wilkinson throws it to Davis. After it hit off Blackwood, Davis quickly in transition. Bounce pass to Phillips underneath. One dribble up and in. Wheeling Park on a run. A 6-0 run out of the timeout. 39-33. Patriots leading with under 2 minutes to go in the third period.
Scored 17 points in this quarter, Nick.
That matches what Martinsburg did in the first quarter. But since then, the Bulldogs have gone a little bit cold. Dow with a 3. That is short. Rebounded by Gibson. Xander Gibson with the basketball. Up top to Francis.
And this is where, if you're Coach Rogers, you should think about calling a timeout here. Try to change the momentum.
Brett Phillips to the rim. Shot blocked by Luke Fowler. Fowler, quick outlet pass ahead to Blackwood, who lays it up and in. Avion Blackwood was getting a lot of those in the first quarter, but hasn't scored since. Now he's back in the scoring column with 10 points on the evening. 39-35, a minute to go in the third. Wheeling Park with the lead and possession. Davis catches, guarded tightly by Blackwood. Davis driving in. Gibson, a wide open 3 from the corner. And that is good for Xander Gibson, 42-35. Dow. Down low to Sutherland. Sutherland gets triple teamed underneath, and a holding foul called against the Wheeling Park Patriots with 39 seconds to play in this third quarter. It's Martinsburg ball underneath. Gaza and Barclay come in. Fowler and Sutherland check out. Wheeling Park will bring in Goodwin. Adkins the inbound. That pass tipped into the student section by Goodwin. Adkins yelling out the play to his teammates. Gets it into Barclay. Barclay over to Dow, excuse me. Blackwood now to Barclay. Back up top to Blackwood, back to Barclay. Barclay dribbling around the free throw line. Adkins kicks it out to Dow. Dow head fakes, drives into the basket, lays it up. No good, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Dow got hit on the arm on his way up. 42-35. Wheeling Park leading 17 seconds to play in this third quarter. Dow to the free throw line. Foul called against Wilkinson, his second. Dow's free throw is up and perfect. 7 points for Dow now in the game. 4 points in the quarter. Second free throw is up and good for Dow as well. 15 seconds. Wheeling Park in possession of the basketball. Up by 5 at 42-37.
Those free throws could be key going down the stretch of the ball.
Davis, no-look pass underneath to Wilkinson, and he'll go to the line with just about 4 seconds to go in this third quarter. Davis not only a good scorer, but a good distributor for this Wheeling Park team, showing that in this quarter as Wilkinson heading to the free throw line. 7 points for him on the evening, and he knocks down his first free throw.
And for Wheeling Park, opening up a potentially 7-point lead going into the fourth could be huge.
Second free throw is money for Wilkinson. 44-37. Barclay at the buzzer. The running shot is no good, and we'll head to the fourth quarter. Wheeling Park 44, Martinsburg 37. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You need to keep your vehicle in good working order, but car and truck repairs can be very costly. Bears Repair in Martinsburg performs all kinds of auto repairs at prices most often well below their competition. Bears Repair offers tune-ups, oil change and lubrication, small and large engine and transmission repair, wheel balancing, front-end alignment, exhaust system replacement, air conditioning checks, auto inspections, and new tires. Stop by for a free estimate at Bears Repair, 904 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Phone 262-0208. Bears Repair.
Hi, I'm Annette McDonald, and I am the designer at Orsini's in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We welcome you into our store to show you a complete line of what we do here. We design your cabinetry, quartz countertops, granite countertops, hardware, anything for the full remodel of your kitchen and your home needs. We also do bathrooms, and we have flooring available too. We make sure that your project with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com.
We welcome you back to Martinsburg High School. Wheeling Park 44, Martinsburg 37. Bulldogs in possession of the basketball to begin this fourth quarter. Blackwood to Dow in the corner, who will drive baseline. Now reset the offense as Barclay with it on the left wing. Over to Blackwood. Wheeling Park staying in the man-to-man. Cyril Gaza catching on the right wing now. Gaza drives in, swings it to Dow, who pulls up for three, and Dow knocks it down.
Could be a big three for the Dogs here, only down 4 now heading into the rest of this contest.
11 points for Dow, his third three of the game. Francis.
But that's Dow's 4th foul.
Draws the foul. I believe that's going to go on Gaza. That will be his 4th foul.
Did I say Dow?
Yeah.
I meant Gaza.
Davis.
I think I was looking at Dow, thinking about Gaza. Or looking at Gaza, one or the other, whatever. I was right with the number of fouls.
That's all that matters. You're on top of it somewhat. Wilkinson with the basketball over to Francis, high post. Wilkinson drives in, shot, no good, but he gets his own rebound, lays it back up and in with the left hand.
And if you're the Dogs, you can't give up that rebound. You got to get that rebound down 6 now with 6:50 left.
Yeah, you can't. You have to let the guy that shot the ball lay it up and in on his own offensive rebound. As Blackwood's shot is well off the mark. Wilkinson lost the ball. Blackwood going all over for it and draws the jump ball, but it will be Wheeling Park.
Oh, yeah, they got the other one.
Basketball. As Martinsburg got it to begin the quarter. So 46-40, Patriots leading. 6:40 to go in this fourth. Another close game for Martinsburg. Francis with the basketball, swings it to Davis. Bulldogs going with the pressure in the backcourt. Wheeling Park just gets it across. Ahead to Phillips now on the left wing. Guarded tightly by Gaza. Up top to Goodwin. Goodwin back to Wilkinson. Wilkinson attacks the rim. Gaza threw him off, going for the charge, but never really took it. Gaza grabs the rebound now. Over to Adkins. Adkins to Blackwood, who sets up the offense. Back to Gaza. Gaza attacks the defense, goes up strong to the rim, gets fouled. He'll go to the line, shoot 2. 6 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Foul called on Wilkinson. That is his 3rd personal. So Gaza to the free throw line. He has yet to score in this second half. He has 6 points and can't make that free throw. Gibson comes in for Goodwin. Cyril Gaza and the Bulldogs need this point from the line, and Gaza goes 1 for 2. 5-point lead for Wheeling Park as we approach 6 minutes to play. Davis over to Gibson. Wheeling Park working a patient offense. Phillips back to Davis. Down low to a wide open Wilkinson again. Now Phillips, extra pass to him, and he knocks down the long baseline jumper.
Crucial shot there.
Adkins with the 3 on the other end. That is no good. Barclay skies up for the rebound. Top of the key, Dow head fakes. 48-41. Wheeling Park leading Martinsburg. Dow with the basketball. Over to Gaza. Gaza attacks the lane. Layup is no good, and a foul called. So back to the line for Cyril Gaza. 7 points for him. He was 1 for 2 on that last trip, just a possession ago. 5:17 to play in this ball game. Gaza knocks down the free throw. So Gaza takes the 2 dribbles, lines up the free throw, and knocks down that one. 5-point lead for Wheeling Park. Gibson catches on the inbound. Gibson ahead to Phillips.
Gaza got to be careful here.
Davis pulls up on the jumper.
He's money.
The freshman starting to heat up in this second half. 15 now for him in the ball game. And a foul down low again. Cyril Gaza drawing a foul. And that will be the 6th against Wheeling. Or no, the 7th. They hadn't put it up yet, so 1-1. Gaza going back to the line. He's been good in this fourth quarter, 3 for 4. So he comes up short on that one. Rebounded by Xander Gibson. Gibson gets fouled by Gaza. That is number 5.
He's done.
So a guy that was starting to at least find some success offensively now fouls out. Luke Fowler will check in. That is a important 5th foul on Cyril Gaza.
Could be key here, down 7.
Just under 5 minutes to play. Wheeling Park with the lead and the basketball. Davis dribbling with the left hand, now crosses over to the right. Finds a foul called away from the basketball. Going against Luke Fowler. His second, 50-43. Wheeling Park still in control and in possession of the ball. Into Phillips. Backdoor cut for Davis. Too easy, and he lays it up again. Wheeling Park starting to pull away now. Up by 9 at 52-43. Dow in the corner. His contested 3 is good again. Dow shooting the ball well. Looking like the Dow we saw at the beginning of the year, where that was just making a lot of jump shots for Martinsburg. He hasn't really done that a lot recently, has turned more into a facilitator, but the Bulldogs need points, and he stepped up. The seniors made it a 6-point game as Wheeling Park throws it off the leg of Martinsburg to keep the possession. Wilkinson checking in. Big guy's been good in this ball game. Francis will check or inbound in. To Wilkinson, now back to Francis. Nobody's there again. Francis right to the lane, and they're going to call a charge.
Wow, I thought it was going to be very close, but
I'm surprised by that one. I didn't think that was a charge. It looked like Dow slid in last second on what was kind of a last-ditch effort after, again, Martinsburg, for some reason, left the lane wide open with the guy with the basketball, and Francis got right to the hole. But he called a charge, so Dow draws the foul, forces the turnover, and no points. Blackwood quickly to the rim. Haynes on the rim and finishes, as it looked like it wasn't going to go in, but then the ball rolled in. Avion Blackwood with the basket, 52-48. Just a 4-point game now with 3:45 remaining and counting. Wheeling Park now in possession of it. Francis with the basketball. Francis over to Wilkinson. Now back to Francis on the Bulldog logo. Francis drives in, kicks it out. Phillips a long two on the way. He was wide open and he knocked it down again. Martinsburg kind of falling apart defensively. It's 54-48. Timeout called by the Patriots with 3:25 to go in this fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Never like to play the what-if game, but what if Aiden Jackson is in the lineup? 6-point game now.
What if Martinsburg played defense?
He has a shoulder.
Home Helpers of the Eastern Panhandle, making life easier for you, your family, and especially your loved ones that need their care. They are locally owned and searching for smiling faces to hire so that your loved one can stay in their home where they are the happiest. Call 304-433-8000 or visit homehelpershomecare.com/panhandle, or you can visit them at 3192 Winchester Avenue right here in Martinsburg. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Service funeral home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson. Proudly serving the area since 1880, along with Ollie's VIP Northside, the best local spot to catch sports or hang out with friends. Stop by 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. Ollie's VIP will see you for the game.
Or in our case, before the game.
Yeah.
Had some good grub there earlier.
Got that pregame meal, and we've got a good game here as Dow pulls a long three. That is off the back of the rim, no good. Dow trying to chase down the rebound. Barclay with an effort to try to keep it in bounds, but it rolls out and will be Wheeling Park basketball with just over 3 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Francis inbounding on the baseline over to Gibson. Gibson with the ball ahead to Phillips. Gibson now.
This is the time that they're going to kind of try and use the clock a little bit here. And if you're Martinsburg, I don't know if you think about fouling yet, but it's only a 6-point ball game. It's within reach. You just got to block the passing lanes.
Well, really, since the first quarter, Wheeling Park has settled in and has played a lot of longer possessions and taking away those Martinsburg fast breaks that were kind of hurting them earlier in the game. Spencer's Gibson working around the perimeter. Now
they've used nearly a minute of clock.
Yeah, real good ball movement here for the Patriots. And it looks like Martinsburg will eventually foul here as Adkins up top on Wilkins. Phillips gets it. He nearly walked. No call. Wilkinson to Davis. Davis with the lane wide open. Drives it in. Layup is no good. Phillips with the follow. That's no good. Rebounded by Avion Blackwood. A foul called on Davis, I believe, in the backcourt.
Well, it was a great block there by Adkins.
So Avion Blackwood will shoot 1-and-1 from the line. The 9th foul going on Wheeling Park, the 2nd on Davis. Blackwood to the line, shooting 1-and-1. And that one rolls in. Blackwood with 12 points, now make it actually 13 on that free throw. The second one good as well, so 14 for Avion Blackwood, a 4-point game at 54-50 with 2 minutes to play. Davis crosses half court. Davis, wild pass, but it gets into the hands of Xander Gibson. He'll dribble handoff with Davis. Bounce pass to Gibson now. A wide open Francis underneath. He catches, dribbles it back out to Wilkinson. Wheeling Park trying to hold with the lead, and a foul called on Blackwood. That will be the team's 7th, and force 1-1 now from here on out. Another timeout called, this time by the Bulldogs. 54-50 our score, 1:42 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break and have more on the other side of this break.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. Wheeling Park 54, Martinsburg 50 with 1:42 to go in this fourth quarter. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, John Alderton, and Avery Newport on camera. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. So Wheeling Park is headed to the free throw line, and our timeouts are brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. As Gibson is no good on the free throw. 4-point game, Martinsburg with the ball. 1:38 to go. Barclay had a wide open Dow, who is frustrated that he didn't see him. Now we're to Blackwood. Extra pass, Fowler, three-pointer on the way is short. Wilkinson can't, or does grab the rebound. Over to Davis. Fowler picks it up. Over to Dow. Dow lays it up and in. It's a 2-point game at 54-52. Martinsburg with the pressure, forces the turnover. Dow gets the layup. Gibson crosses half court. Gibson with the reverse layup on the other end, and that's good. Nobody stopped ball. 56-52. Wheeling Park on top. 1 minute to play. Blackwood turns it over. Francis gets his long hands on top of it. Dow having to pick up the foul. He is in foul trouble, I believe. That will be, let's see. It's either his, I think it's his third. Okay. He picked up 2 early, but hadn't fouled really since then. Francis to the line, shooting 1 and 1. Wheeling Park 56, Martinsburg 54. It's the last 1 and 1 for Wheeling Park. After this, they'll shoot 2. And Francis knocks down the free throw.
Yeah, Wheeling Park going to have a home game in the sectional or one of the sectional semifinals. They will be hosting number 3 in their section, John Marshall.
Free throws up and good, both of them for Francis. 58-52, 6-point game. 2-possession ball game for the Dogs. Blackwood drives in, layup is off the mark. Rebounded by Gibson. Gibson running right through the Bulldog defense. Nobody picking up a foul. 38 seconds. Dow pressuring, and he'll foul Davis. He'll go to the line.
I mean, 6-point ball game here. If he makes one of them, it's going to be very hard to get back in this game here with 30 seconds left, 35 seconds left.
And the Bulldogs had that great first quarter as Davis knocks down the free throw. And it should be 2. I thought it was the 10th foul. Thought we were already at 9.
It is, but they don't have a number 10 on the scoreboard here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
News to me.
I noticed that a couple games ago.
Well, Davis goes 1 for 2.
You got to shoot.
Fowler to Sutherland in the corner for 3. No good. Rebounded by Phillips. Bulldogs foul, but now 16 seconds and a 7-point lead. Looks like Wheeling Park is going to come into Martinsburg and get this win. This second half, really impressive by the Patriots, and you see how this team could keep pace with a team like Morgantown based on kind of their style of play and just make some really good decisions as Davis makes that free throw. Bulldog fans starting to exit the building. Second one from Davis is in and out, no good. Blackwood pushes up the court. Adkins can't control it. Francis ahead to Davis. Phillips on the outlet pass will just hold with the final few seconds. And Wheeling Park gets the 60-52 win over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. The Patriots move to 14-8 on the season. Martinsburg falling now to 10-11 with the 60-52 win for the Wheeling Park Patriots. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we return on the Palace Lounge post-game show. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Whether you're heading to a high school, college, or professional football game, Johnny's has all your tailgating go-tos. Delicious wings, meatballs, shrimp, burgers, and dogs. Plus, Johnny's has everything you need to serve it all up. Party trays, utensils, plates, cups, and more. Stop by either of our 2 great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
It's now time for the postgame show. Our broadcast team will break down the final stats, look at final scores from around the state, and look ahead to upcoming broadcasts. Today's game is brought to you by
the Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com. Ollie's VIP. Milestone Realty. The Palace Lounge. The Mountaineer Grill and Pub. Cody's Auto Body. Modern Renovations. D&N Auto. Home Helpers of the Panhandle. Johnny's Express.
And now let's send it back to our Talk Radio WRNR TV 10 broadcast team for the postgame show.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School on the postgame show, the Palace Lounge postgame show. As the Palace Lounge located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu, daily specials, and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Take a look at the game stats for this contest. Leading the way for Martinsburg was down with his 16 points. Cyril Gaza had 9. Luke Fowler just 2 tonight. 14 from Avion Blackwood, 7 for Jaron Adkins, and 4 for Jess Sutherland. On the other side, Wheeling Park led by the freshman point guard, Aiden Davis, with his 20 points. Wilkinson with 11, 18 from Brett Phillips. As Wheeling Park gets the 60-52 win to improve to 14-8 on the season, drop the Martinsburg Bulldogs to 10-11. Nick Verzolini, Spencer Dupuis here on the Palace Lounge postgame show. Your stats were brought to you by Bechtel Jewelers, West Virginia's largest pendular retailer on Route 11 South in Inwood. Taking care of you like nobody's business. And Spencer, kind of a disappointing loss for Martinsburg, especially how great of a start it was for the Bulldogs in that first quarter, scoring 17, but coming up short here this evening, and Wheeling Park just kind of continuing to fight, continuing to get the game kind of into their style as it went on, and that's what led to this victory for the Patriots, a very impressive team.
Yeah, definitely a very impressive team, and I think it definitely was that third quarter was the catalyst.
Yep, big third quarter for Wheeling Park and a slow start to the second half. So we will take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will get your award, Spencer, and wrap this one up. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
We welcome you back to Martinsburg High School after the Wheeling Park Patriots get the win over the Bulldogs 60-52. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. And Martinsburg falling now to 10-11 on the year. Wheeling Park improves to 14-8. And we'll get into the awards portion of the Palace Lounge postgame show. Spencer will start with the rejection of the game brought to you by Cody's Body Shop.
I got to give something to the Dogs here today. I can't not give something to the Dogs. It's going to be Jaron Adkins' block there on Davis with about 2:06 left, and he got fouled right after he got the rebound or got the block because he got the block off that. And then, I think it was Fowler, and then Fowler went to the free throw line, and he hit 2 free throws. To make it a 4-point game at 54-50. Dogs were still in it at that point.
So that was your rejection of the game, brought to you by Cody's Body Shop at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing. For a job done by experienced certified technicians, call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. All right, Spencer, what about your moment of the game brought to you by Parsons Ford?
I think the moment of the game's got to be that kind of middle of that third quarter there for Wheeling Park. They had scored 11 in each of the first 2 quarters, and then they put out 22 in that third quarter, which really willed them to victory.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That was a big third quarter for the Patriots. Kind of flipped the momentum in the game and really made it seem like Wheeling Park had taken control. So that is your Parsons Ford moment of the game. Parsons Ford is located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsfordofmartinsburg.com. They became #1 by making you #1 first. And then finally, Spencer, your WVU Medicine player of the game. Who you got?
It's got to be the guy that I said in pregame to keep an eye out for, Aiden Davis, player of the game, because clutch threes in the third quarter there and able to score 20 points on the night, which is over his average of 15.3.
Aiden Davis, 3 total threes in the game. You mentioned that third quarter, 2 threes in the third. And like you said, a total of 20 points. So our WVU Medicine player of the game, WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers leading healthcare here and everywhere. All right, so that does it for us. As we said, Wheeling Park getting the win tonight, 60-52 over Martinsburg. And we will send it to Colin McLaughlin here in just a few moments for the N1 Scoreboard Show. Our final game of this week. We'll be back on the air, is it Tuesday?
Tuesday for
Yep.
sectionals.
Martinsburg taking on
right back here.
Spring Mills right here at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. So that does it for us. For Avery Newport, Colin McLaughlin, John Alderton, Spencer Dupuis, I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening and have a good weekend.
TV10 and WRNR are proud to bring you this episode of Law Enforcement Live, recorded on the 9th of February 2021. Thank you to Sheriff Nate Harmon and all the hardworking men and women at the Berkeley County Sheriff's Department for allowing us to give you this look into a day in the life of a law enforcement officer. This
is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk. See dealer for details.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
WVU Medicine is pleased to introduce 6 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Nurse practitioner Alexis Alastanos, Urgent Care, Dr. Anderson Cho, Hospitalist. Physician's Assistant Brian Daunt, Pain Management, Dr. Payam Haradi, Anesthesia. Physician's Assistant Brittany Herber, Orthopedics, and Dr. Esther Lynn, Family Medicine. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
Welcome into the And One post-game scoreboard show. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR as your post-game show, brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling 304-433-8000. Final score: Wheeling Park 60, Martinsburg 52. Martinsburg loses its last game of the regular season and falls to 10-11 overall to end the year with a losing record for the first time in a while for Martinsburg, but still the number 2 seed when it comes to sectional play on Tuesday. They'll host Spring Mills. If they win, they advance to the sectional championship on Thursday at Hedgesville. If they lose, they are eliminated. In Section 2, it will be Musselman taking on Washington. Winner of that will play against Jefferson on Thursday. And let's look at some NBA games that will be taking place today now. The Raptors take on the Hornets, tip off at 7. Thunder against the Pacers would tip off at 7. The Rockets are taking on the Magic at 7. The Spurs take on the Wizards at 7. You'll hear that game right after this on Talk Radio WRNR. At 7:30, the Heat play the Knicks. At 8 p.m., the 76ers play the Timberwolves. At 9, the Pelicans play the Suns. Also at 9, the Mavericks play the Jazz. And at 10, it's the L.A. rivalry as the Clippers play the Lakers. Some one other EPAC game today that will be tipping off around 7. Jefferson hosts Bradford and Christian Academy. Jefferson looking to finish the regular season undefeated. Don't forget, tomorrow, the West Virginia Mountaineers take on the Texas Longhorns. We'll have that game for you. And then after that, we'll have the Wizards game again as they are at Cleveland taking on the Cavaliers tomorrow at 8 p.m. Next week, we'll have Monday's Shepherd playoff game, I believe. Tuesday, we'll have the sectional game, Martinsburg Spring Mills. Wednesday, we'll have the regional championship for girls basketball, and then Thursday we'll have the sectional championship. That wraps things up here on the TV 10 side. You'll get some law enforcement live, and on the radio side we'll get you ready for the Wizards game. I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off. Again, final score, Martinsburg loses to Wheeling Park 60-52.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
the Berkeley County Health Department, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, CMA Honda, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Smallwood and Small Insurance, and WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.